Hey guys, Becca here, and basically I'm pissed off today, so I decided to do a rant video to get all my anger out on that, along with my lovely little boy Flower. Yeah. So, okay, it's not a rant video as such, but, oh no, okay, apparently he's not helping me. It's basically cliches of a horror film, or horror films or whatever. Okay, the first one, no phone signal. Wherever, in any movie, they never have any signal on their phones. You either have a phone that actually has signal, or you don't. I mean, okay, so if they did have the signal, the film would just cut short, and they would call the cops, although the authorities doesn't really help at all, come to think of it, in horror films. So, there's no point really. The second one is, the killer always comes back for a final jump scare. So, in Scream, for instance, Sydney, is it? I think it's Sydney. Sydney sort of stabs the ghost face with an umbrella and then sort of twists in his hole or something, or something, and then he dies. And then the nerd is like, oh, well, the killer's always come up for one final jump scare, and then he suddenly just comes alive and sort of, it's just like, stab you or shoot you again. So none of my books or whatever. But it is a bit lousy because we all expect it now. Oh, he's gonna come back to life. You know, he's not gonna... It gets pathetic. I mean, it's like when they're also at the bottom of the ground when they've been shoved out like a 10-story window, and suddenly, when the people get down, all the shattered glass is there, but the body's gone. The killer is still alive. Like you don't expect that. Okay, number 3, during the chase scene, it's always like these blonde girls, big boobs, and this is what really gets on my nerves. It's when they go upstairs into the bathroom and lock themselves in. Why not go outside the front door? If they were in the living room and because it's usually the stairs here and the front door here, but instead of going around this way to the front door, they go up the stairs and lock themselves in the bathroom. So the killer does come in to the bathroom. Where are they gonna go? They can't jump out a tiny window about this big, can they? No. I would have gone out the front door. It's also a fact that during chase scenes, they cannot run away without falling over. You know, Halloween is basically just the prime example of all the cliches in a horror film, to be honest. You should definitely go watch it if you want to find out some weird cliches, because that involves everything. Okay, another one is, why do they do this? They drop the weapon. So again, in Halloween, another an example, or I couldn't get my words out then. Jamie Lee Curtis thinks that Michael Myers is dead. She has the knitting needle in her hand. You know, she's just stabbed him because he popped up or something, and then he's on the floor. She thinks she's dead. He's dead. Looks on the floor. Yeah, oh, I'll just put it down, you know. It's fine. It's fine. He won't come back. And then she's just sitting there like fused all over, and suddenly he comes back alive again. Yeah, this comes back to the second one I was talking about, because when they have this final jump scare, although Michael Myers never dies, so, you know. But I would keep the bloody knitting needle or the knife. I wouldn't even let it go. Who does that? Okay, so when people die, it always comes in this order. It's the slut that dies first. Again, usually blonde hair, big boobs. Then you got the stoner. He always dies the second. The third is usually the jock, which is usually played as the jerk because when the serial killer is just outside that door, not knowing where you are. There's always this jerk that will start a fight, and then suddenly he gets himself killed because the killer exactly knows where they are now, and he's also the one that tends to want to split up the group. For some reason, you know, makes no sense. Oh yeah, let's split up individually to get away from this serial killer that picks us off one by one. So instead of staying in a group where it'd probably be more safe, let's go off alone. How does that even make sense? How does any of these things make sense? But yeah, after the jock, it's usually the very smart person, and then the virgin, which tends to live or die. I don't know. Cabin in the Woods explains that, and it makes you think that you might be in a horror film yourself. It's quite scary. I mean, the film's not scary, but when you overthink it, it does. Sort of. Okay, another one is where the car won't start. They get into the car, once they finally actually got outside the door, instead of going up into the bathroom, they try and start the car. It won't start. The killer's walking towards you. It won't start. Then, as soon as he gets right like an inch close to the car and about to swing his sword or knife or gun, or probably not a gun, but yeah, then the car runs and it starts, and then they just drive off. Of course it doesn't start. Why would it? You know? Yeah, when someone actually does run out of the house, when people are knocking on the doors, asking for help, no one seems to be in, the lights are off. Okay, I know some people don't want to answer the doors to distress. I know I don't, or I wouldn't, or actually I probably would, depending. But they're insinuating that they're out. What, every house on the road will be out, will they? Nobody will be in their houses? Yeah, right. Or at least call the police if you don't want to answer the door to distress. You know, I mean, horror films are just, they get on my nerves sometimes, although they're my favourite genre. It's still pretty annoying. Okay, basically, number one rule, anyone who has sex dies. Or if they say, I'll be right back, they won't be back. I mean, you got those some films that are like, oh yeah, I'll get this character to say, I'll be back. Everyone thinks they're not, and then suddenly they are. Yay! Thanks for keeping us a bit interested, but for the people that go with the cliches, it's just too predictable. Change it up a bit, guys. Make some new cliches. You never know. Your idea could be the next big thing everyone copies. Earn millions. Okay. I think it's the last one, but this is so racist, but the black guy always ends up dying. What is with that? I mean, you barely see any black guys, or girls. All girls survive. They all die. But no, the white virgin girls survive. How is that fair? Actually, it's also a thing where if a man dies, you're like, oh well. And then if a girl dies, it's like, oh well, she deserved it, the slut. And then a dog dies, and you're like, oh no, not the dog, poor dog. Even though you've known the dog for like a couple of seconds, and then the cats never seem to die. Yes. They just seem to get spooked. Which I'm fine by, unless it's sacrifice, and then they skin the cat alive upside down with dripping blood. Now that would make a film. Yeah, I'm not psycho at all. I shouldn't be in a horror film. So basically, the reason why I was sort of pissed off is because I was gonna go out to eat. I'm not gonna say any names or whatever. Some of you know, some of you don't. But then I got ditched at the last minute again. So yeah, that stopped me from doing vomiting. vomiting challenge video. But I shall try and do that in the next one, and I also will try and do the Big Bang challenge when I go into town next. But I don't really venture outside my house. So guys, this was my video and a little update. I'm getting a new kitten called Simba, which I will flaunt like on my channel, don't you worry. He should be coming in 5 weeks. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you think of any more movie cliches, like for horror films or anything, please comment them down below, as it'd be much appreciated. Any video ideas, go ahead and do that as well. Any challenges, I'm definitely up for doing, more generally than your average vlog. I want to get my gaming channel sorted, but I need a capture card for that. My vlogging channel I might start today, considering I'm now doing nothing. But yeah, please subscribe down below for more videos, and I will see you in the next one, where, caution, vomiting! Bye!